Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who is out for the evening.
Here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Banchero out there with Goga Bitadze. And it's De Silva in at the three. And for Memphis, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edey out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Wells in at the three, the small forward. Something that the organization loves about MP, Grant. He's always letting his game do the talking.
Yeah, he'll respond with a quip here or there. But for the most part, MP lets his actions do the work, not his mouth. He's very mature and as focused of a rookie that you'll find.
Timeout called by Memphis. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
And just far too many turnovers. You can't expect to win if you can't protect the ball.
Yeah, look, turnovers hurt you in two ways. You lose the possession on offense, and defensively, giveaways normally lead to easy points for your opponents.
And coming into the season, MP was very open about his motivation. He wants to prove he's the best rookie in the class.
Well, you love the extra work MP has been putting in at practice and in the film room. He's talked about how he wants to grow faster, and I can certainly say I'm excited to watch how MP develops.
For the latest news on MP, let's hear from Allie LaForce on our sideline.
Thanks, guys. MP is so excited to be here in the NBA. He's aiming for the top of his rookie class. He told me pregame, growing up in Plainview, I dreamed of playing in this league, so just being here is special. We'll see how he performs. Brian?
Well, Allie, I can't wait to see this kid's career develop. Here's Morant. Orlando making their last shot. Outside Bane. From behind the arc. Ooh, poked away. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Morant against Suggs. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket by Bane.
You've got to D-up Bane from the corner, or else he'll bury those shots and punches.
Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bane, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bane well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career. Yeah, really nice finish there with contact. Morant with great body control.
Pass to De Silva. And here's Banchero. Down low. Blocked. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's the teardrop, and the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Memphis shooting their first foul shot of the night. Orlando making a switch here. Black's checked in.
14 foul. At the line for one, Desmond Bane.
Free throw drops for Bane.
Well, Bane has worked so hard to get his game where it is today.
Banchero in the post. Guarded by Aldama. Banchero with a screen on Bane. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And you've got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Here's Black.
And so far, they've done a great job of preventing points in the paint.
They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Bane surveying the D. Clock at 6. From deep. Orlando with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
It was almost like they looked stunned when the game slipped through their fingers. Being on the wrong end of an upset leads to a quiet ride home.
Yeah, it's a loss that'll stick with them for a while, that's for sure. But a game like that can be a motivator going forward.
Here's Black. Looking to end the run. Drains the triple.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
And so it's Moran who brings up the ball for Memphis. It's a three-point game. Here's Edey. Pass to Wells. Outside Moran. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
The free throw drops for Morant. And already, Coach, some teams have found their rhythm, while some others seem to be way off to start.
Well, Brian, that can be for a lot of different reasons. Maybe you've changed your system from the year before. Maybe you've changed your roster significantly. Maybe you have some guys who didn't come in as ready as they could be due to conditioning or injury. Every situation, every team has a different set of challenges.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to review the game plan. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. The Grizzlies 4th, 5th on the list, the Magic.
Both teams were very aggressive defensively, and that led to a lot of steals and a lot of runouts.
Wagner with a screen. Now here's Banchero, guarded closely. Misses in close.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Outside Bane. Pass to Wells. Fires the 3. Hits the trifecta.
What a passer Bane has become.
Magic trail by 8. Here's Red Hot. Banchero right side. Here's Red Hot, guarded by Bane. Here's Wells. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston. Pass to Moran. Cuts off the pass. Here's Red Hot. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Bane with it. Oh!
Wow!
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
And here are the Magic now. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies stand.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame to have such a talented, dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control. It's tough.
one misses. This Magic squad, Stan, has a great young core. What do you think they have to do now to take that next step?
Well, Brian, they do. They have great depth and a lot of good young players, but they need more shooting around their core guys, and they've got to improve their backcourt position. Their front court is loaded. They've got to get a little bit more balance.
And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Red hot passes to Black. Can they get it? And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
And he drops the first. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
He's perfect from the line this time. The hallmark of this Orlando team, their defense, which led them to the playoffs last year, Coach.
Well, Brian, they were second in defensive rating. They've got great size. They're young and active. This is a great defensive team. And what's scary for the rest of the East, this team is still on the way up.
Pass to Red Hot. 1:07 left in the opening quarter. Here's Black, guarded by Bane. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Carter. Up and over Kennard. Carter, good.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Number 24.
55 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Huff. Now Kennard lets it fly. And again, it's Memphis missing.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Here's Black. 5 points in the game. Red hot. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Man, he's bringing the energy, the efficiency. I love what he's doing offensively.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Bane. De Silva with the rebound.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Out to the wing. Here's Red Hot. Off target with the 3. Gets it off. That shot missing. Desmond Bane getting it done for Memphis. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Setting the floor for the Magic. Wagner is out there with Wendell Carter. And it's Black in at the 1. Wagner with a screen on Morant. Here's Red Hot. And a miss there on the triple. Grizzlies lead by 4. Pass to Pippen. Now here's Clark. Clark with a screen on Wagner. Back to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Well, Morant just put so much pressure on the defense to make a choice on that pick and roll.
Here's Black. He's got 5. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Outside Carter. Goes up from the top of the key. Red hot, can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Morant, the pass to Huff, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, Morant knows his teammates rely on him to find them. Terrific pass right there.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Pass to Pippen. Back to Morant. Here's the three. Oh, a bomb from John.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Wagner with a screen. And here's Carter. Here's Black. The Magic need to put one up here. Will it go? De Silva, no good. Grizzlies lead by 11. Kennard outside. Clark, the pass to Morant. The shake. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Morant's got 11.
Yeah, a lot of guys now are not comfortable in that mid-range area, but Morant is. He'll take that shot when it's there.
And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tied together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. And he knocks down the first one. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Now here's Banchero. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. To win the cold spell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You love to see Carter using his size down there, going right into the defense and earning the foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Desmond Bane comes in for Pippen. And so Carter nails them both. And the only question for the Magic, figuring out who will initiate the offense, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they have great players who can finish plays. But the issue they ran into last playoffs was finding someone to set them up. That's something you know they need to address.
Now here's Banchero. Yes! Banchero fighting for 2.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Pass to Edey. Morant with it. Over Anthony. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter. So it's Orlando now. Down by 12. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick and roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
On the wing, Bane. Give him 8 points now. Moran against Anthony. Now here's Moran. The D's right on him. Count it. Good. Moran's got 15 points.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Pass to Banchero. Here's Red Hot. Takes the 3. Memphis with a rebound. Aldama's got 4 rebounds now.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Banchero outside. Pass to Bataze. Banchero outside. From deep three-point range. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
To the paint. Here's Bane. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Not settling for a jump shot. Bane right at the rim.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. He's checked in for Moran. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. The Magic, 4th.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Magic trail by 13. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Banchero outside. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Well, I think for Memphis, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting the first 2 games, this next one could indicate which direction they're headed. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Grizzlies.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the 4th quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio, so we never have to sweat.
So cool in here.
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
And Memphis. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edey out there with Santi Aldama, and it's Wells in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Outside Morant, let's go with a 3. Misfire there, now 7 for 11. Here's Orlando. They're on a 15-4 run. Here's Red Hot. Pass to De Silva. Here's Batase. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Red Hot. The shot's good. Red Hot's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Now here's Bane. He's got 14. Aldama outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Yeah, Morant just continuing to assert himself offensively.
In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Red Hot. He has 6. Banchero in the post. Working on Aldama. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. How about Paolo Banchero, coach? What a special talent. The 1st overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
The free throw drops for Banchero.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Clark is checked in for Aldama. And Banchero drops them both.
Well, look, Banchero's a guy who can put the offense on his back, and sometimes he can do it for long stretches.
Clark finds Bane. Here's Wells. There's the triple. Red Hot pulls it in.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
Memphis leading. Right side Morant. Here's Edey. Up top Morant. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his 1st foul. Orlando making some changes. Wagner's checked in for Banchero, and Black subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Here's Morant. Ooh, Morant battling inside.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Wagner up top. Pass to De Silva. 6 to shoot. Here's Black, pounded by Morant. Red Hot can't get it to go.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. The free throw drops for Bane. Houston, he's checked in for Orlando. Morant looking around. Pass to Edey. Now here's Clark. Kicks it out to Bane. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
From outside, off the mark. Memphis leading by 4. Morant with it. He's got 22. Pass to Wells for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
First free throw is good. Huff's checked in for Memphis. Pippen comes in for Morant. And the Magic making a change here as well. Howard's checked in. Good on both.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Pippen pass to Huff. Wagner against Clark. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Howard. And there's 1:45 left in the third. Here's Red Hot. Shot clock at 6. Wagner with a screen. Here's Red Hot. Orlando again missing. Well, the Grizzlies shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Here's Pippen. He's got 5. Wells, the pass to Clark. Now here's Bane. 3-pointer. On target from range. Bane's got 18 points in the game.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Wagner outside. Wagner with a screen. Here's Black. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. He has 7.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Pass to Huff. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for Memphis, James Harden, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Cole Anthony comes in for Howard. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
A great way to end the quarter.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 5. And he lobs it up.
What a textbook setup for Wagner. The big man just has to meet the pass in the air and put it in the bucket.
And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. Puts up a 3. He drops it from range. Bane's got 21 points in the game.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. They've got Mo Wagner. He's a... Oh! Morant! Wow!
Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Magic trail by 8. Here's Red Hot. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. And the Grizzlies shooting at 49% so far in the game. They set a pick. Morant with it. Now Carter defending. Oh, a determined bucket from Morant.
Well, that's Morant, always applying the pressure.
And the Magic shooting the ball at 48% so far. Anthony, the pass to Black. Back to Anthony. Pass to Red Hot. The 3-ball. Fires in the triple.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
Here's Morant driving inside, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Wendell Carter.
Morant just doing a nice job absorbing the hit there.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
First one falls for him.
And really strong at the line since the break.
And Morant drops them both.
Well, the word dynamic really only scratches the surface with Ja Morant. The way he moves, his speed, it's all just on another level.
Now here's Anthony. Outside Carter. Hey, puts up a 3. And another 3 for Orlando. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. Morant with the slam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Here's Red Hot, defended by Kennard, stolen by Kennard. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Morant, no good. Magic trail by 6. Inside, stolen by Kennard. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Morant caps off the break.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. Banchero comes in for Anthony. Magic trail by 8. Here's Black. Banchero outside. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Moran. Fantastic finish inside by Moran.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Black passes to Banchero. Over to the left wing. Here's Red Hot, pounded by Moran. On the clock. Black passes to Red Hot. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish.
Just not his night offensively. That's part of why they fell behind.
Pass to Clark. Here's Wells. Rob. Wagner on the wing. And he drives in.
Yeah, very physical play by Wagner, who still manages to get the attempt off while being fouled.
Shooting for Orlando, Mo Wagner at the line for 2.
He misses the free throw.
Yeah, and Wagner is a solid big man. He's someone that's going to give you everything he's got every time he's on the floor.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Checked in for Memphis. Kennard comes in for Moran.
Turn this around, kid.
There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Clark with the screen. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Jackson. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. That one misses. Orlando with the ball. They trail by 16. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Red Hot, defended by Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Number 23. Assisted by Cole Anthony.
So it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Welcome in to the Jalen Murphy Show. I'm your host, Jalen Murphy. I know more about sports than you do.
That's debatable.
Watch your mouth, Russ. We got a great show for you today, starting off with a brand new segment, Trash Talk Do's and Don'ts.
Oh, I'll start. Don't tell people how to trash talk when you were a 7th man with a rickety jump shot and the handle of a precocious 4th grader.
Okay. Do keep your mouth shut if you spent most of your career waving towels at the end of the bench.
You know what? You've been selling me short since college, man. How about this? We could have won a championship, but you looked me off to take a double-team 30-footer at the buzzer, buddy.
For the last time, Russell, you weren't open.
I was open.
Guys,
I was open. I was wide open.
Just, if I may, can I just say, wowzers. I'm so looking forward to learning from both of you. And more data is always important, even when it's something as unquantifiable as trash talk.
Shut it, Toby!
Okay.
Let's start the segment. Don't trash talk if you can't back it up. There's nothing worse than writing checks with your mouth that your game can't cash.
That's what I'm saying. Not only does it make you look like a clown, but it demoralizes your teammates.
You'd know all about demoralizing your teammates, wouldn't you, Russ?
Oh, you would like to think so, except that my basketball skills were so superior to yours my entire career that you couldn't even hold a candle to me, Jalen.
Guys, if I may, just to put some perspective on this, there are only 525 athletes in the NBA at any given moment. And FIBA estimates there are 450 million basketball players worldwide.
Wow.
Which means you're in the top 99.9% of players by just being in the NBA alone, which that's a pretty impressive stat, Jalen.
Toby.
Yes?
Enough.
Oh.
You already won the lottery by marrying my sister. There's no need to suck up to Russell like this. It's unseemly.
I'm not sucking up. I want to make sure everyone feels like they have value, and I'm just following the data and seeing where the facts lead. You know what?
Shut it, Toby.
Okay.
Do keep your trash talk about the game. We're all competitors here, but there's no need to bring up family, friends, or physical attributes. In other words, show some class.
Jalen, you literally just brought up my wife.
Yes, Toby, but I did it with class. And besides, this is television, not basketball. Anything goes.
We can get that one back next time.
We all have our bad days.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach, I feel pretty good.
So do we, which is why we think you're ready to run with the starters.
Coach, you playing with me?
Oh my gosh, that's great. I've been looking forward to this opportunity.
Now, remember when I told you this is a big boy league, MP?
Mm-hmm.
When the coaches make a move like this, it puts us in the crosshairs. It puts Cliff in the crosshairs, too, because the buck stops with the general manager.
Well, like you said, it's a grown man's league, and if you can't handle that pressure, then you ain't gonna make it that far.
Glad we are understood.
Loud and clear, Coach.
It's time to prove you belong, MP. Good luck.
What's up, everybody? I see MP's made his way into the starting lineup. That's good for him, his team, the fans, everybody.
I've talked to people with